So if you usually land in stillness, I invite you to wiggle around a little bit, whether it's a few soft circles of the head or gentle rotations of the shoulders, or maybe a more dynamic, wild wave and roll. It could be a crazy opening of the arms like wings and then a big hug of the shoulders. But as you do what you're doing, please consider softening the gaze, the drishti, or even closing the eyes entirely if that feels safe to you. Simply encouraging yourself to start dropping out of your mind into your body so that you can start to experience the physical sensations, perhaps without attaching any stories or prescribing any narratives to them. Because it's those feelings, the physical, that initiate the flood of information to the brain, that trigger the neurology to create the emotions that we think we feel. Well, that's the process of interoception, which to me implies that we can control the way we think somewhat by adjusting how we physically feel. The yoga practice teaches us to tune into just that. So for your practice now, strive to feel as good as you possibly can physically. Just trust that the emotional will follow. So let your next inhalation be a little bit longer, a little bit deeper than the last. Through nose or mouth, let the exhale go. If it feels right now, place the palms down on the knees or the legs. And just becoming aware of that sensation, of the weight and warmth of the hands resting there where they've landed. And from there, follow the next inhalation up into the belly, through the rib cage, up the throat, to the top of the skull. Can you lift a little higher, allowing the body to get a little bit lighter? And again, through nose or mouth, the exhalation flows, softening everything in its wake from the jaw to the shoulders, through the elbows, maybe even beyond the hips. Can you press the awareness into the roots as if choosing to anchor yourself to your mat, to your practice? From the roots beneath you, draw the next inhalation up into the spinal column. Through each vertebrae, all four parts, both sets of curves, up through the entire head, maybe all the way out the top of the crown. You choose how to release the exhalation, what feels best to you. Maybe the chest sinks a little. Perhaps the abdominal wall lightly engages, helping to squeeze this one single exhalation down a little deeper into the roots. And from those depths, the next nourishing inhale floods straight up the central energy channel that lies within the spine. That upward motion, the yogic direction of prana vayu, illuminates exactly what you need to see right now. And as the exhalation flows back down the same way upon the apana vayu, you start to experience the flow of the prana, the energy, Often we best imagine it attached to the breath. So let's take one more cycle of breath, scanning up through the cross sections of you with the inhale, as if filling in reverse. Let the awareness wash back down over you with the exhalation. And as the last bit of breath escapes the lungs, flip your palms to face the sky. With the inhale, we'll reach up overhead, lightly, kind of lazily, uniting the fingertips, maybe the heels of the hands. And with the exhale, pull them down to the heart. The hands stop, but the awareness continues in that downward motion, the apana. And the inhale rises, the prana. The heart fills with breath, maybe it presses into the thumbs. And with the exhale, press the arms out to the sides as if sending that breath into the space you're about to move through. Flip your palms skyward, and with the inhale, reach up. Let's do that again, just starting to link motion to breath. With the exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Maybe you press more firmly into the full palms through each finger now, noticing that allows the spine usually to lengthen. And with an inhale, you might lower the chin just a touch, noticing that allows you to get even longer. Maintain that height as you send the arms out like wings with the exhalation. Spread the fingers wide, flip the palms to face the sky, and with the inhale, lift them up as if you're elevating handfuls of breath. Squish through it at the top, and draw the exhale down. Last one. Breathe in. That pressure into the palms allows some spaciousness behind the heart. With the exhale, press the arms away, now closing that space, sending warmth to the rhomboids between the blades. Palms flip up, and with the inhale, we'll reach up. Now leave the left arm elevated. With the exhale, just lower the right hand down to the right. Lean into it, taking left arm overhead for a lateral stretch. With the inhale, just a slight pulse up. If you'd like, squeeze the left elbow in toward the side. And with the exhale, maybe you drop a little lower. Left arm reaches back up overhead if it bent. With the inhale, we'll cartwheel up. Left hand drops down. And with the exhale, the right arm reaches up and overhead, where we'll stay. That slight pulse up with your inhale, maybe a squeeze of the elbow. And with the exhale, we'll reach right back over. Inhale, and again we're cartwheeling up. This time, right hand behind you, left hand to right knee. And with the exhale, a gentle twist to your right. Pause here with the eyelids lowered for an inhale that flows upward. Feels as though the back of the skull is lifted a little higher. As everything softens with the exhale, your twist might naturally deepen. One more cycle of breath here, just feeling what you feel. And with your next inhalation, we'll sweep the gaze forward. Bring the right arm with it, all the way across the body to the left. And with the exhale, left elbow scoops up the right, squeezing in just to feel a little sensation in the right shoulder. With the inhale, press right arm into left as if opening space up for the breath. The exhale, squeeze back again. Now stick with this motion, or if you'd like, on the inhale, take eagle arms, backs of the palms together, or the palms. And with the exhale, squeeze. Same motion with the arms or elbows in toward the belly, a little rounding for the spine. Inhale, and you'll lift up or open up. One more time with the exhale, draw in. As you inhale, we open. With the exhale, we're unwinding straight into our twist to the left. So the right hand to the left knee, left hand for balance as the inhale rises, lifting the awareness with it. And the exhale may twirl you a little deeper upon your axis. Breathe in. As you breathe out, choose to let the shoulders melt away from the ears. And with your next inhalation, the gaze and the left arm simultaneously sweep forward. The exhale, the right arm goes in for the scoop. Now move with the breath. The inhale, we open up. And the exhale, we close up. Inhale, and you can stick with this, or you can eagle the arms up if it feels right on this side. And with the exhale, you're squeezing either the arm in or the elbows down. Again, inhale. And exhale. And an inhale to lift. With the exhale, unwind once more. We're cruising over to the right. This time arms open, at least shoulder width distance. Come to hover above that knee. As you inhale, press into your fingertips, lifting up enough to negotiate space for the right side of the rib cage over the thigh. And with the exhale, a little melt down over that knee. As you inhale, again lift onto the fingertips. This time, make your way through the center. A little pull on the tips to maintain length in the arms. Keep going. Let the exhale take you all the way over to the left. And with the inhale, that slight lift. Maybe deepen your twist. With the exhale, let go. And inhale to lift a bit. And an exhale to make your way through the center. With the inhale, walk the hands about halfway in so you can flatten the palms. And with the exhale, we're making our way into tabletop position. So a roll over the knees if they were crossed. A lean forward if they were tucked beneath you. And in tabletop, take just a few breaths to feel out where you are right now, right here, as if doing this familiar posture for the first time ever. Eventually, you feel that the knees are directly below the hips, hands just beneath the shoulders. And if you'd like to straighten the knees out after having them bent for a while, tuck the left toes under so you can press down into the ball of the foot. Lift the knee, send the heel back on your inhale. You can feel it in the hamstring too. And with the exhale, press into those back toes. Shift the shoulders out over the fingertips. So you start to get into the wrists as well. One more time like that. As you inhale, press back. With the exhale, forward. Stick with this, inhaling to press back, or if you'd like, lift the left leg. And as you shift forward one more time with the exhale, if you've lifted the leg, you can draw that left knee to the nose. Inhale, and we'll shift back, left leg lifted if you want it. With the exhale, lower left knee down beside right, tabletop. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Feel the weight of the hands and the knees press down on the earth. Now with the inhale, if you took the left side, tuck the right toes under. Send the heel back until you just feel that nice little pull in the hamstring. And with the exhale, take your shift forward, noticing how you can use those back toes. Lean into the fingertips. With the inhale, shift back as if the whole body was breathing as one. Exhale as you move forward. Stick with this, or with the inhale, you can lift the right leg, spread the toes if you do. And with the exhale, you can curl the right knee toward the nose. One more time, shift back, lifting right leg if you want. And with the exhale, lower right knee down to the earth. Breathe in. And with the exhale, child's pose, just to pick up the rounding of the spine. As you inhale, we're lifting up into cat pose, rounded back. Shift forward until the shoulders are above the fingertips, dip into cow. And with the exhale, the sacrum's drawn back. The spine rounds up into cat. And as we inhale, we cruise forward, landing in cow pose, deep arch. Exhale, and we cruise back. And with the inhale, we're shifting forward. Take about 5 more rounds of these rolling cat-cows, or feel free to shift into traditional if you prefer. Let this be an invitation to get curious, spontaneous, adding any circles of the head or the hips. You're welcome to pause anywhere that feels really nice or needs a little extra attention. Maybe you crawl around the mat a little or point the fingers in a different direction to further warm up the wrists. One more cycle here. And then we'll pause in tabletop position. With the next inhale, sweep the right arm out to the right, doesn't matter how high. As you exhale, thread it beneath the left, gently laying down onto your right shoulder, onto the right side of the head. Pause here for a round of breath, maybe taking a tiny wiggle of the hips just to see if the sacrum can get any more even or any more comfortable. And with your next inhale, if you'd like to adjust the left hand, you can shift it forward on your mat or reach it up toward the sky. If you're binding, go for it on an exhalation, wrapping left hand behind you. Pause here, grounding into the right arm, noticing how that allows the heart to open wider. Or if you'd like, you can tuck the left toes under and lift the knee as we did in tabletop. If you've lifted the knee, lower it on an exhale. If you're bound, reach up to the sky on an inhale. Exhale and we'll all press left palm down into the earth in front of the face. With your inhale, let's lift up through tabletop, right arm high. Step the right foot back behind you into a supported side plank. Stay here, or with the exhale, you're welcome to lift the left knee up off the mat. Inhale and you'll lower it. Exhale and we'll all come back into tabletop position. Deep breath in as you feel everything even out from the crown, through the neck, all the way down the spine to the tailbone. With the exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Just noticing how that opens up the left side of the neck a bit. As you inhale, even out the gaze, the drishti, down between the thumbs. With the exhale, take the gaze to the left. Stay. As you inhale, sweep the left arm out into your line of vision. Exhale, and we'll lace left beneath right. As you lower down onto the left shoulder, as you gently make the way down all the way to the mat, you choose. If you should wiggle around at all, if you need to adjust for more comfort in the lower back. And then if you'd like to move the right hand forward or skyward. And if you feel like you have the space or the need to bind here, let this side be different than the other if it is. If you'd like to tuck the right toes under and lift the knee, go for it. All just options. You can change your mind anytime. If the knee is lifted, lower it. If you're bound, reach up to the sky. And on an exhale, we'll all smush the right hand down into the mat. The inhale brings you all the way up through tabletop into your supported side plank. Left foot steps back, sole grounds firmly. Option to lift the right knee with the exhalation. If you've lifted it, lower on an inhale. Tabletop with the exhale, so slowly you feel the breath leave the body. And here we'll pause for one breath in. Tuck your toes under with this one. With the exhale, let's glide up into downward facing dog. Again, taking it so slowly that you can feel the weight of the head draw down on the spine as the hips lift. And here you might pedal through the feet. You might roll in and out of plank a few times. You might just close your eyes and savor the stillness, asking yourself how you feel. letting the brain be informed by the physical sensations we know launch that neurochemistry. With your next inhalation, let's lift up onto the toes. As you exhale, take a bend in the knees, doesn't matter how deep. Send your belly toward your thighs. Inhale and you'll straighten your legs, lift up onto the toes. Use a whole exhalation to tiptoe, walk, step, or hop up to the top of the mat, landing with the feet about hip-width distance apart. As you inhale, a slight lift, just to see if there's any more length to find. With the exhale, let yourself melt down over your legs, bend the knees a little, choose comfort. You can clasp the elbows if you want to, or you can just let the fingertips drag across the mat if you choose to sway right to left, or heels to toes. Maybe you wash the awareness downward from the tailbone through the lumbar spine, beyond the thoracic where the ribs connect, through the cervical with the neck, all the way down through the crown, as if the crown was a light shining onto your mat. How do you feel now? One more breath in. With the exhale, release the elbows if you've got them. Feel free to bend the knees a little deeper if you want to. It feels good to me. And with an inhale, roll up to stand, as if the breath was flowing up the legs, causing them to straighten. And then through the trunk, allowing the spine to align. The head stacks on top. With an exhale, the shoulders roll back only if that feels good to you. And you can keep on rolling, or you can choose to pause in stillness in Tadasana. Perhaps softening the gaze or closing the eyes again, turning everything within. An inhale rises, drawing the awareness with it. Or maybe it's the awareness that draws the inhale up, your prana vayu. The exhale lowers down, the apana. Let's take 2 more breaths here. You're always welcome to add any emotion, a sway, a circle, a wiggle. Anything that feels good or feels as though it might best tip the prana through the extensive system of nadis, energy channels within you. The next inhalation, let's reach up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And with the exhale, draw the hands past the eyes, beyond the heart, into a forward fold. Let the head and arms go heavy. Let your knees softly bend, and with your inhale, roll up to stand. Maybe a shimmy of the shoulders this time, reminding yourself to feel, to loosen. With the exhale, the shoulders can roll back if you like. And inhale again to reach up for Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe a little higher, an arch is welcome if it feels good. And with the exhale, let's fold, this time palms to shins. As you inhale, press into your shins to lengthen from tailbone through crown. And with the exhale, bow right back down into Uttanasana. Inhale and we'll roll up to stand. Circle the wrists if that would feel good. And with the exhale, the shoulders roll back if you like. On your inhale, we'll reach up. This time, interlace all but the index fingers. Point a little higher. Use the biceps to squeeze the head into place, and with the exhale, point to the right. As far as feels good to you, if at all. And an inhale to straighten up, weight evens through the feet. With the exhale, take that point to the left. Inhale to straighten up, unlace the hands. And with the exhale, let's fold. This time let the arms be heavy. As you inhale, we're lifting halfway up. Doesn't matter if the fingers touch the mat or not. With the exhale, step the left foot back into a lunge. As you inhale, lower the left knee to the mat. Keep the back toes tucked if that's all right. Nice release for the plantar fascia. Inhale now, maybe a little lift of the heart. Now you can stay if it feels good on that left hip flexor, or with the exhale you can straighten the right knee, drawing the hips back into a runner's lunge. Where you can stay or you can move with me on the inhale, coming back into your low lunge, and the exhale, pulling back into your half split. Choose your poison, stillness, or motion for one more round. Let the breath lead the way. And with the next inhale, the right knee bends as the left knee lifts. If you want, the right arm can reach up to the sky. Exhale into plank pose, right hand to the earth, right toes meet left. With the inhale, just pause, pressing the earth away. With the exhale, let's roll to the baby toe blade of the right foot. Now just let the right hip melt down toward the mat. No form, just let it be a release for the right obliques. And with the inhale, roll back into plank pose. As you exhale, take that cruise over to the left. So the weight is just drawing down from the shoulder girdle. And an inhale brings you to plank. With the exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin to the floor. And with the inhale, glide into a little baby cobra pose. With the exhale, lower down to earth. Might feel good to slide your legs a little further back. As you inhale, peel up into a second cobra. If you want, you can gaze over the right shoulder and bend your right knee. With the exhale, lower everything down to the floor, the leg if it's lifted, the forehead to the mat. And with the inhale, peel up to one more Bhujangasana, taking that gaze to the left if you want. Exhale and we lower. Inhale to tabletop. Tuck your toes, keep your knees planted. With the exhale, child's. Big breath in. Slow breath out. And with your inhale, we're gliding into tabletop. Knees hover off the earth. Exhale into downward facing dog. Pause here for a round of breath and stillness, or lift onto your toes and roll out into plank as you inhale. If you've planked, down dog with your exhale. Inhale lifts you up onto your toes. With the exhale, drop the heels to the right. You can bend the knees if it feels good to scrunch in. And with an inhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, any amount from toes hovering off the earth to way up in the sky. As you exhale, bend that right knee, opening the hip. You're welcome to gaze over the left shoulder. With your inhale, circle the ankle up there. With the exhale, let's scoop the right knee toward the nose, turbo plank. Inhale, back up to your three-legged dog. And with the exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, and we'll extend the arms back so you're in a hovering lunge. With the exhale, we're cartwheeling into warrior two, so the left arm leads. Hips and shoulders open to the left, back heel grounds. With the inhale, lift up out of it a little bit. Explore. You can take a wider stance if you need, or notice the shoulders could soften. With the exhale, we'll send the drishti out over the right hand. We'll pause here for a deep breath in. Maybe you can reach a little further through the fingertips. You don't have to, though. And with the exhale, flip that palm in your line of vision. Reverse warrior with the inhalation. Left hand to the back of the left leg. Now we're gliding through warrior two into side angle as you exhale. Right knee, right elbow, left arm overhead. We'll pause here for a round of breath. Welcome to squeeze the left elbow in with the inhale if you like that motion. Reach it back up overhead with the exhale. Inhale, and we are cartwheeling up to warrior two. And with the exhale, we're straightening the right knee. Spin the right toes to parallel with the left so you're sideways on your mat. Deep breath in, and you'll just pause here, feeling what you feel. With the exhale, hinge at the hips. Now we're bowing into Prasarita Padottanasana A. Traditionally, the hands in line with the feet. Feel free to change that up. Might feel good to crawl the fingertips forward, letting the head dip between the shoulders for a little traction in the upper back. Or maybe you crawl the fingers back between the legs for more of a release in the lower back. We'll stay here for one more cycle of breath. Wherever the hands are, slide them up to that long left edge of the mat so you can press into them just about beneath the shoulders for an inhale. With the exhale, let's take a bend in the left knee. Keep the hips pretty high, so kind of a high skater's pose. Inhale here. And with the exhale, we'll switch sides. Left knee straightens, right bends, one breath in. As you exhale, turn to face the front of your mat. Hands surround that bent right knee. And with the inhale, let's lift the left leg to about parallel with the earth, a supported warrior three. Exhale, and we'll take a teardrop pose. So we're tapping the left toes behind the right heel, bending both knees, landing in a little squat. Yes. And we'll stay here. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. We're going for a baby eagle pose. With the exhale, wrap the right arm beneath the left. Inhale, and the elbows lift just a little higher if you want. Stay, or with the exhale, you can lean forward. Inhale, and you'll lift if you've leaned. With the exhale, release fingers to the earth. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Hands to shins. As you inhale, press into the shins. Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, fold down over the legs. Let the head go. And with the inhale, roll up to stand. Feel free to shimmy the shoulders or circle the hands. And with your exhale, we'll roll the shoulders back. Full breath in, Tadasana. And then let it all out. One more. If you'd like to circle your head to the right, go for it. And then to the left with that exhalation. Now let's move. As you inhale, reach up. All right, this time left hand grips right wrist and lifts it a little higher. With the exhale, take that hinge over to the left. As you inhale, lift up, flip your grip. With the exhale, other side. Inhale to lift up, palms unite. And with this exhalation, we're actually going to circle the hands around to the lower back. Fingers point down. So you've got the heels of the hands snuggled right into the sacrum where you can stay pressing. Or with your inhale, you can lift the heart. And with the exhale, we'll land in Tadasana, straight spine, long arms. As you inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold down into Uttanasana. This time, reach the arms back alongside the hips. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, keeping the arms back to strengthen. With the exhale, fingers to the mat, right foot steps back. As you inhale, slowly lower the right knee to the earth. And with the exhale, if you're coming for Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten the left knee. Inhale, and you can move back into your low Anjane if you like. And now you choose whether to move or to pause, and how you'd like to explore if you want to, maybe adding a slight shift right to left, or expansion through the chest with the inhale, rounding through the spine with the exhale. With the next inhale, we'll come into the lunge, lifting the right knee and the left arm. The exhale, plank pose. And inhale, and you press the floor a little lower. You can even get round in the upper back. With the exhale, roll to the baby toe blade of the left foot to keep the hips high. Optional reach of the right arm up with the inhale if you'd like a side plank. Back into plank pose with your exhale. Breathe in. Feel each fingertip, both thumbs ground. With the breath out, roll to the right. Left arm can reach with your inhale for Vashisthasana. Exhale into plank pose, belly firms to support the spine. As you inhale, shift to the tips of your toes. With the exhale, lower knees, chest and chin for Ashtangasana. Inhale to Cobra pose. If you'd like, you can bend both knees, pointing the toes toward the head. And with the exhale, lower down to earth. If you want, stick with Cobra, or you can extend the arms back for a locust. Inhale to Cobra or half locust, lifting arms, heart, and head. Exhale, and we'll all melt down to the earth for one more Cobra, half or full locust, adding the legs. With the exhale, we land, hands aligned with the heart. Inhale, tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale into child's. Get that release, that relief for the lower back. And with the inhale, lift into tabletop, knees hover off the floor. Exhale into downward facing dog. Stay or take that roll into plank as you breathe in. Back into down dog as you breathe out. Inhale, and we'll all lift together up onto our toes. The exhale, heels to the left. Knees can bend if you like, only if it feels good right now, right here. Inhale for down dog, left leg lifts. Bend the knee with the exhale, opening the hip as you need. Gaze right if you want a bigger arch. Breathing in, you can circle the ankle or scrunch the toes. With the exhale, scoop the left knee to the nose. Press left toes back up high as you inhale. Step them forward with your exhale. Now stay low in your lunge. Inhale and the arms reach back. Belly just floats off the thigh. Warrior two with your exhalation. And inhale to explore a little if you need to adjust or soften. And an exhale to set it in by sending the drishti ahead. One more breath in. As you breathe out, flip the left palm. Reverse warrior with your inhale. Draw yourself into side angle with the exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm up. And inhale, maybe a scrunch of that right elbow. And an exhale to unwind if you've scrunched. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the front knee. With the exhale, pivot to your right, so you're sideways again. Now with the inhale, you can bring your hands to your hips, or you can interlace them at the sacrum. The heart lifts, the gaze follows, whether the chin does or not. And with the exhale, we'll fold into another prasarita. See if the hands are interlaced, or any other version you prefer. Now, if you choose to keep the hands bound, you've got another zillion options. Do you pull on the fingers to get a nice release through all the tiny joints in the hands? Or do you squeeze the heels of the hands together to alleviate that pulling strain? What happens if you add a little pressure to the toes? if you point the tailbone in a slightly different direction. And with your next inhale, slowly lift just enough to release the hands to the edge of the mat. With the exhale, you'll bend the left knee. So it's a little lunge toward the back of the mat. If you want to sink lower into Skandasana, you're welcome to lift the left toes up. You can crawl the hands forward or unite them at heart center. But with your next exhale, let's switch sides. Right knee straightens, left bends for one breath in. With the exhale, turn to face the front of the mat. Right leg lifts with your inhale, that warrior three. With the exhale, your teardrop pose, the ball of the right foot lands behind the left heel. And with the inhale, the arms reach up. The core turns on. Exhale and the left arm wraps beneath right, eagle style. Inhale and you might open up a little space by lifting the elbows higher. And that exhale is an option to move into that space. Inhale and we'll lift if we've lowered. Exhale into Uttanasana, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale and the spine lengthens, arms can reach back if you like. And with the exhale, we'll fold. As you inhale, roll up to stand. And with the exhale, shoulders circle back. And here, breathe in, maybe pressing into your toes. Breathe out, perhaps leaning into the heels. One more round of breath as you ask yourself how you feel now. And with the next inhale, we'll reach up, interlace all the fingers, flip the palms toward the sky. As you exhale, send them over to the right as the hips press left. Inhale brings you up, press through the thumbs. And with the exhale, other way. Inhale to rise, flip the hands together. With the exhale, circle them around to the sacrum. Stay, or with the inhale, lift the heart. And with the exhale, Tadasana. Inhale as you reach up. With the exhale, we're folding down. Halfway with your inhale. Left foot steps back with your exhale. Keep the knee lifted. One breath in. With the exhale, straighten the right knee, pyramid pose. Right toes can lift up off the floor if the hamstring wants it. And with the inhale, re-bend that right knee. Lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale, straight into downward facing dog. Stay for a breath, or with the inhale, roll into plank. If you've planked, with the exhale, you might let your hips melt into a floating up dog for one breath in. Down dog with the exhalation. Inhale up onto your toes. The exhale, heels melt to the right. Bend the knees if you'd like. You can lift the left arm up alongside the left ear if that would feel good. Inhale is down dog, right leg rises. Exhale and the knee bends, hip opens, stay. Or you can lift the right hand to hover or flip all the way over. For one breath in. Exhale as your turbo plank, right knee toward the nose. Inhale and the right leg lifts to the sky. With the exhale, step forward. Hovering lunge as you breathe in, the arms reach back, the spine is long. Warrior two with the exhalation. One breath in, maybe a little lift, a slight bounce. Flip the front palm as you breathe out. Reverse warrior on your inhale. Side angle with your exhale. Perhaps the right hand lowers to the mat this time. And an inhale, you might cactus the left elbow. And exhale, the arm straightens out. As you inhale, we're cartwheeling up to stand. Right knee straightens, quarter turn on your mat. With the exhale, spin the heels in slightly toward one another. Inhale, hands to heart. The exhale, knees bend. We're sinking into goddess pose. For this one, have a slight tuck or posterior tilt in the pelvis to keep the sacrum nice and long. As you inhale, straighten the knees. Lift the hands up overhead. Flip the palms away from one another. With the exhale, just the arms move back down to the thighs, as if it were difficult to press. Flip the palms up. With the inhale, reach up, palms reunite. Exhale, hands to heart, knees bend into your goddess. One breath in, that tuck to keep the spine nice and long. With the exhale, lower the hands to the insides of the knees. On the inhale, you can even let the shoulders come up toward your ears. With the exhale, let the right shoulder dip into the center as you gaze back over the left. Inhale, come to the middle. Exhale, other side. Keep facing the front of your mat for an inhalation. With the exhale, turn all the way around to face it. Inhale, left leg lifts, standing split. With the exhale, your teardrop pose. Now with the inhale, we're slowly coming all the way up to stand. Bring the left leg with you. Arms up. And with the exhale, we're wrapping left arm beneath right, left knee over right for a full eagle pose. Inhale. And you can lift the elbows a little higher, sink the hips a little lower if you want. With the exhale, the option to fold if you like that. Inhale, and we'll lift if you've lowered. Exhale, and we'll unwind straight into Tadasana. As you inhale, reach up. And with the exhale, bring the hands to the sacrum. Inhale, and you just press down into them, fingers spread wide, or you can lift the heart as well. Exhale, Tadasana. Chin lowers to keep the neck nice and long. A breath in lifts the awareness, lengthens every bit of you. And with a breath out, you feel yourself land. Last round, one more side. As you inhale, reach up again, interlace all the fingers. This time, drop the hands back to cradle the head. Use the thumbs to support the neck. As you exhale, hinge to the left, hips press right. Inhale to straighten up. And exhale, other side. Inhale to straighten up, reach up. And with the exhale, we're folding into Uttanasana. Inhale is the lengthening of the spine, arms as you wish. With the exhale, step the right foot back. Pause for a breath in. The exhale, left knee straightens, maybe the toes lift off the mat. Inhale, back to your lunge. Left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale into down dog. Slide the left toes back to meet right. And stay, or with the inhale, take your roll into plank. The exhale, the optional hovering up dog. Inhale wherever you are. Down dog with the exhale will meet. Inhale lifts you up onto your toes. Give a little wobble of the head. And with the exhale, the heels drop left. Knees can bend. Right arm can reach. Just options. Inhale is downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. The exhale, the knee bends. Stay. Or lift the left hand to hover. or to flip all the way over for one big breath in. Turbo plank with your breath out, left knee toward the nose. Inhale opens you back into your three-legged. And with the exhale, we're stepping forward. Arms reach back for your hovering lunge with the inhale. Cartwheel into warrior two with the exhale. One breath. As you let it out, flip the front palm. Reverse warrior on your inhale. Side angle with the exhale. Breathe in and out. Inhale as you big cartwheel up to stand, left knee straightens. With the exhale, pivot the toes, spin the heels in. And with the inhale, we'll bring the hands to the heart, settle into your goddess pose. Stay for an exhalation. Inhale and we'll straighten the knees, lift the arms to the sky, cross the wrists. With the exhale, pull that X down past the face, beyond the heart, start to hinge. Backs of the hands to the mat, heavy head. Stay here and enjoy the release for the lower spine. Or if you'd like, with the inhale, firmly press into the mat with the hands, and you can lift the heels. If they've lifted, with the exhale, lower them. With the inhale, slowly peel yourself up into goddess, hands straight to the insides of the knees. Pause for a breath in. The exhale, left shoulder to the center, gaze back over the right. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, other way. Stay facing the front of the mat for an inhale. Turn to face it with the exhale. Right leg lifts as you breathe in, standing split. Teardrop with your breath out. Now with the inhale, you stay standing on the left foot as you rise. Bring the right knee with you, arms to the sky. And with the exhale, eagle pose. Right knee over left, right arm beneath left. One inhale, perhaps to find some space in your core. And an exhale, potentially to lean into that. Inhale and we'll lift, striving to maintain the length in the lower back. And with the exhale, Tadasana. Breathe in and out. With an inhale, reach up to the sky. At the top, bend the elbows. Pause for one breath in. Let the triceps release. And with the exhale, flip your prayer around to the front and fold. Inhale and the spine lengthens. With the exhale, slowly bend the knees. You're walking the hands back until you can sit. With an inhale, bring your hands to the shins. Lift through the heart. As you exhale, chin to chest, lean back until the arms straighten, until the spine rounds. Just once with the inhale, we'll lift up, belly toward thighs, heart toward the sky. And with the exhale, chin toward the chest, slowly roll down. Hands down to the earth, all the way onto your back. As you inhale, lift your arms up alongside the ears. With your exhale, shift your hips to the right. Let your knees drop to the left. And here we'll pause for a breath in. And out. With your inhalation, slowly point the knees up. Shift the hips back to the center. Open up your mouth Let the exhale go. As you inhale, draw your elbows down like cactus. And with the exhale, the hips scoot to the left, the knees drop right. And here, breathe in. And out. Now leave the right knee as it is. As you inhale, you'll point the left knee skyward. Center the hips. And with the exhale, left knee flops open. Soles unite in Supta Baddha Konasana. Now you might bring the hands to cradle your head. You might scoot the hips a little closer to the heels. And if it feels good to rest like this, stay for just a brief pause. If it would be more comfortable to plant the soles, allow the knees to knock together, or to straighten the legs out on the mat, that's good too. Arms as they are, or you're welcome to adjust the palms to rest on your body. Or of course the arms outstretched alongside of you. Perhaps the eyes flutter closed. And as you allow the breath to illuminate anything that you need to see, any way that you ought to feel now. Let your next inhalation be a little longer than the last. Invite some motion into your fingers and your toes. And feel free to hug your knees in or take a happy baby. Maybe for a few sways from side to side, before eventually rocking all the way onto your right side, where you'll allow your left arm to drape over the body till the palm meets the earth in front of the heart. The next inhale, the earth seems to press back into that hand, lifting you up into the seated position where you began. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders back. Flip your palms to face the sky. Breathe in. And out. And with an inhale, reach all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, draw your hands down to your heart. Deep breath rises. As you release it, send the arms out to the sides. Flip your palms up. As you inhale, reach up. With the exhale, draw the hands just down to the head. Let the brow rest against the thumbs. as you ask yourself once more, how do you feel now? Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.